Faith Watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Y'all, what is going on? Happy Tuesday. That's when I believe y'all should be watching this film. Well, I call this a film. Speak it. Well, that's when y'all should be watching this review. Yes, y'all. How y'all doing? How's the week going thus far? I know we kind of still at the beginning of the week, but still, a lot can go down, a lot can happen. So how you feeling? How you doing? What you watching? What are you streaming? What are you going to the theater to watch? What you eating, y'all? Y'all cook some? Y'all did a meal plan? Or y'all cooking every day? Or did you go out and eat something, do a little something? Let me know all of that in the comments, because y'all know I love to, before we get into anything, to see what's going on in y'all world, in your movie world, and to see overall how you're doing, like how you feeling, mind, body, and soul. Okay, what is going on? How are you doing, girls? How you doing? Okay, so y'all let me know all of that in the comment section below. As for me, I'm really gonna do this. I'm gonna make y'all guess how I'm doing today. I'm giving y'all a moment. Yes, y'all know I'm excited. Y'all know I'm excited, okay? Yeah, I really am happy to be getting these videos out to y'all. I try to hang out with y'all daily. I'm trying, okay? Sometimes it may not always happen, because y'all know it's hectic. Things can get really busy. They really can. But I'm still trying to stay prayerful, stay focused, stay diligent, because I really want y'all to be encouraged. I want y'all to be inspired. I know how I was thinking this other day. Let me tell y'all, okay? I was thinking the other day when I was strolling, trying to find something encouraging to watch, not necessarily like a sermon or anything, but something that's like say movie related. Okay, I'm just throwing that out. Movie related, someone that does review movies or whatever. I've been wanting to come across a channel. I've been wanting to come across a channel that is like doing like what I'm doing. Not that it would be exactly like what I'm doing, because everybody have their own style, everybody have their own personality, so it's always going to be a difference, right? You don't want a copycat, but you still want something where, like, I feel when I watch that review or go to that person's channel, number one, forgive me y'all, they consistent. I know that however their consistency lies. I mean, it don't have to be a video every day. If it is, cool, I would love it, I'm gonna enjoy it, but something where we hear from them multiple times a week, something that I can rely on in that space. And I feel like that's my friend, that's my homegirl, that's cuz, or whatever. I want to come across that so much that's in the faith-based arena. I don't want to be going to stuff that's like either of the world or even can be considered like clean. I mean, there's nothing wrong with clean. I would love to come across clean at this point, because I have yet to even come across something that's just like that. Oh, if y'all have any recommendations out there, please drop it in the comments, because I'm always on the lookout for it. Not that I'm always actively looking for it every day, but I'm always on the lookout. Like, I'm mindful of, I would love to come across that kind of channel at some point. But yeah, I want to come across a channel like that where I can feel like that's sis right there, and that makes me laugh and me smile and stuff. And I know it's a consistent channel. Oh, it's a little bit frustrating. That's one of the many reasons why I was encouraged to start this channel, because I could not find what I was looking for. Not in the least bit, okay? Because if I could have, you wouldn't have seen me, okay? You would have never met me, okay? We would have been long lost sisters that probably would have never met. Because I would have just enjoyed that channel. Like, seriously, sometimes I just want to enjoy something. I want to be like fed and ministered to in certain arenas, okay? Like in a movie arena like we're in now, movie, TV shows, all that kind of stuff. I mean, books are on points. BookTube is doing its thing. It's a lot of Christian faith-based channels in that area. A lot of people who focus more on Christian fiction or whatever. It's a lot of channels in that space, so it's easy to come across that. But in the movie and the television, it's like, where are the people? I know they're out there, okay? Because somebody's watching this stuff. It's a lot of people who be watching this stuff, okay? A lot of people who are subscribed to, who have the Great American Pure Flix app. A lot of people watch Great American Family. A lot of people watch Hallmark, okay? They out there, and I'm just like, why can't we come across each other, okay? Like, connect. Let's connect, people. Come on, right? Ugh. Yes, y'all. But anyways, that was me on my little soapbox for a minute. But overall, I am excited. I am excited. For those of you who have guessed, you guessed correctly. You guessed rightly, okay? But anyways, this is 35 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Harvest of Fire. You can actually find this film streaming right now for free on YouTube. Y'all know I'll be on the lookout for y'all, okay? Yes, there are good movies that you can come across on YouTube, and since you're already here, that makes it convenient for you. So I still be on the lookout on all kind of platforms, but especially here since we already here, okay? But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. An FBI agent is assigned to discover who's behind the burning of Amish barns. In order to get to the bottom of the crime, she must go to know the Amish people in their ways. Now, if they walk out here, y'all know I enjoy me some Amish fiction and Amish stories because I read those type of books. I'm actually wrapping up one of the books that's a part of a series right now that I'm almost done. I'm very close, like probably maybe like a couple of, maybe 2 to 3 chapters left, and that's a book. So I enjoy me some Amish novels, and I do enjoy Amish movies, especially when we get a lot like going on here. Like here in Harvest of Fire, like they are taking it there. We see the Amish in the typical way that we are used to seeing them, but I love when there's a mystery involved, when there's a bit of an investigation going on, when the worlds kind of have to collide a little bit, the Amish world as well as the English world. So that's always pretty cool, and to see or get a little insight into their ways, and to see exactly how would you navigate that world, or like communicate, or how would you respond to people who are so different than you and so rely on the ways that they are brought up, the ways that they connect with their faith. And it's like, how would you navigate that world? And Sally jumps head into this world. She wasn't too thrilled about it when she gets this phone call, forgive me y'all, from her boss letting her know that there's an investigation going on, a bunch of fires in the Amish community, and they believe that it is what's the word? They believe that it's like it has been done on purpose. They get me stumbling on my words and trying to think of something. You know how your mind just go blank for a minute? That's what mine just did, okay? Y'all forgive me, okay? Keep me in your prayers, okay? But anyway, so Sally does get this call. You can tell in the world she's in, she is in the English world. She has no idea about the Amish community, except with what you can see on the outside or what you may assume, which could be correct or not correct. But she does assume that to her, in her mind, they dress funny and they ride horse and buggy, and that's probably most that she knows, okay? She don't know nothing about their faith, their principles, their lifestyle, or any of those type of things. And on top of that, she is just starting to get more into her world. She just had, I believe, a birthday. She's celebrating with like her guy. I don't know if he's supposed to be a fiance, and they are kind of trying to navigate their relationship where they want to take it to the next level. I believe Sally really wants, okay, let's get the marriage thing going, come on now. But her guy is a little bit, I don't know, hesitant in different ways. I don't know if it's more so because of the kind of field that she works in, because she is an FBI agent. Like, would she really have time for him, have time for family? Would they have time to even build a family? Because it doesn't seem like she's trying to give up her career at this point. So they got a whole thing going on in their world. So for Sally, they have to put that on hold and to go all the way to this Amish community and connect with the sheriff there, and he lets her know he's very familiar with the people there. He knows how they operate. It took him a great deal to get them to trust him and to trust him with their ways and stuff. So Sally relies a great deal on the sheriff of the community here in order to get the Amish people to open up to her, to speak to her. And she finds that she's getting a little bit frustrated because while she is investigating and wants to get to the bottom of who caused these fires here, and they want to protect these Amish people because they know that they're innocent, they don't function the way the Englishers does. They have their own ways, they're mild, they're more humble, and you know, they don't have electricity. They're just in their own world, and it just kind of almost hurts your heart to even see that someone would be like committing hate crimes or something towards them because they just don't understand these people. So Sally does have a heart in that way and wants to get to the bottom line of this as quickly as she can, but she does need the Amish people to kind of help her out a little bit. They the ones are here. They can possibly know maybe someone who may not like you or may have threatened you in the past. So she's asking little questions like that, and she finds that the Amish are not willing to open up. Everything is more about forgiveness. They have said they've forgiven whoever caused these fires, ruined their barns, even, you know, got their animals, put their animals in danger, their children in danger, and they have already said they've forgiven whoever it was, and they like let God be the judge at this point. And Sally, that is a little bit frustrating to her because she's been sitting here and she has a job to do and she needs them to open up, to say something. And so it's a lot to see how much Sally has to really dig into their world, connect with these people, and she ends up connecting first with Annie. Her and Annie didn't get the best start off right. Well, didn't start off the best, and it wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't like the most welcoming thing in the world either. But little by little, Annie does connect with Sally, and they find that they have a lot more in common than not, even though they live in two different worlds. And like, Annie does have a family, lost her husband, she is Amish, and Sally doesn't have kids, doesn't have a family, and she isn't Amish, she's English. And then you just see little by little they start to open up to one another, and then they do realize how much they have in common with just being women here. Like there should be an understanding there that, hey, we're both women. And I love that Annie does start to trust Sally, and you start to see a friendship form there, which was so beautiful. I love that when people are from different worlds, from different communities, and come together and learn to see each other through the eyes of the Lord and encourage one another. And Annie has certainly shown Sally a side of her that Sally didn't even know exists. Like, I believe, like, for us who live in the English world, according to them, it is hard for people to trust someone that they don't know. It's hard for them to like connect with someone who is from a different background, who they just don't understand. And yet we see that, like here in this film, that it's possible, it can happen. All it does take a little bit of prayer, some faith, to step out and truly see that person as a creation of the Lord, and stop seeing them as someone that is different, as if there's some different being or some alien or something like that. And so I love like the two worlds do come together, and we do get to the bottom line of this. It was a surprise of who actually committed these crimes here, so you're definitely gonna be surprised. I was definitely surprised. You do get a little bit of romance sprinkled in there, which we all love here, okay, because we're hopeful romantics here on this channel. But overall, I love that the principles of the Lord were definitely moving throughout this film. Forgiveness, prayer, redemption, and even when people fall, being there to help them up instead of kicking them down even further. All of that was revealed to Sally, who couldn't do nothing but, like, you can just tell her heart was so overflowed with kindness, and it was just melting to see how these people, this community, stood together even when they were betrayed, even when their livelihood and everything was on the line. They chose to love, they chose to forgive, they chose to trust God regardless. And that is such a beautiful thing. I believe we need more of that, especially in 2025 with so many differences going on. And we just need to come together and know that at the end of the day, we are more alike than not. And we need to trust the Lord and love. That just needs to be the answer, okay? But anyways, this film is titled again, Harvest of Fire. You can find it streaming right now on YouTube. Before I leave y'all for today, we're going to go ahead and get into the scripture. And we are coming out of, let's see, okay. Okay, Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9. And it reads, he who covers a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats the matter separates friends. So that's all I have for y'all for this video. Please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because I do read them and I do enjoy hearing from you. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.